if you start something because someone else is doing that, you will fail terribly. Because you don't know how much work is put in there, how much, the journey, you don't understand how the journey began. So for you to be a good entrepreneur, you need to know your passion first.
Are you and your family looking for a place to enjoy sumptuous meals? A place to have all kinds of drinks, host your events, celebrate anniversaries, or even accommodation? Bedouin Hotel has you covered. At Bedouin Hotel, we offer great meals in both our restaurant and barbecue garden, gym facilities, accommodation, sauna and steam bath. We are located along Thika Road Superhighway in Ruiru. Come all and have fun together. Hi everyone and welcome to Royal Trendia with me, Beatrice Kageha. Remember, this is a show whereby we bring you different guests from different walks of life to talk to us about different topics on matters affecting the society. And with me today is Madam Light Chepkemboi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How is the going?
The going is good. I am okay and I'm grateful. Yeah.
And we thank God.
Yes.
So who is Chepkemboi, first of all?
Chepkemboi is a 24-year-old girl, a wife and a mother, and a businesswoman.
A mother to how many kids? You don't mind?
One beautiful
kid.
Girl. Yeah.
And career-wise, what do you do?
I did science laboratory technology campus. I worked for it for quite some time. But after that, I quitted my job and then I joined another fashion industry where I was selling for someone clothes. Own-made Kenyan clothes for her.
Wait, why did you quit the first job?
I didn't quit, it ended. It was sort of an internship, so it was not a job, acquired job, it was an internship. So when it ended, I didn't look for that job, for that career, because first of all, it's you know where you find yourself. The COOPS has chosen for you a course. You go to campus, you're not able to change your course, and it's not something you like, so you're forced to do it. So for me, I was not feeling it. So even working for it, it was not in me. So I was not even looking forward to it.
It was not in your passion.
Yes, it was not. And even changing it became impossible. And my mom, by that time, before I joined, she had given me an option of joining KMTC, but I was, that type when you have passed and you just want to join campus. That was, I thought I would change my course, but unfortunately I didn't.
So what did you want to do?
I wanted to be in a medicine field all along. I just wanted to be a doctor. That was all, but we are now here.
I'm so sorry for you, and I feel sorry for you. This is an issue that should be looked at by our Ministry of Education, because
Exactly.
I don't see the reason why you should be forced to do a course that you don't even like.
Exactly. And for me, I was told just go join. Within the university, you will do the intercourse. You change your course within the university. But now the challenge becomes, you find the course you want to go to, they have already accumulated the exact students they want.
The number they want.
Yeah, the number they want. So you can't shift from your department to another department. So the excuse became, this department is full, the other department is full. You cannot change. I couldn't change my campus as well. So I just had to settle for that and just do it. Because
so you completed the course?
Yeah, I completed the course.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then later on, you are talking about joining another job.
Yes. I got that opportunity. The one who was working there by that time was pregnant. So she went for maternity leave and they were looking for someone to be there for them. So I went, I saw it. It is a big brand, and I am grateful because it gave me the skills that I am using right now, handling my business. It gave me good communication skills with my customers. It was such a great opportunity for me. Although in there between I lost my company's phone. The way you just go home from work, and then I don't know how it happened, and it was an iPhone. It was the longest night of my life.
Wow.
Because when I just got home, by that time I was pregnant, removing my mug from my bag, and then when I was picking my bag, it hit the wall. So when it hit the wall, I thought it's the phone. So this phone might have broken. Let me check at it. It was not the phone, unfortunately, it was the mug. So going to check in to remove the phone, I'm not seeing the phone. I tell my husband, I can't see my phone, the wax phone. It's not in my bag. We look for it in the bag. We look for it all over the house. And literally, we had just gotten into home. We had not put the bag anywhere else. So I look for it. It's not there now. I ask my husband, what next? What do I do? Call your boss. Tell your boss. It's now around 10 p.m. I call my boss. She's not picking. I text her. Now around 11, she calls me and says, what did you say? You lost the phone? How? Are you serious?
And what did you explain to him?
I just told her exactly the way it happened. I got home. I went to look into the phone because I thought it hit the wall. Checking into my bag, I did not find the phone. And she was mad. I'll send DCI to you. We'll take you to the police tomorrow. She even asked the husband to call me and ask me questions, maybe whether to verify whether I'll speak the same thing to the husband. It was just a roller coaster. The following day I went to work. She came again, asked me the same. I explained again. So she just kept quiet for a while, and then I guess the husband just explained to her that these things happen. The phone might have been stolen and it has nothing to do with her. So we stayed for a week using my phone to handle orders. And then now I think she got over it and believed in me. And then she bought another phone and gave it to me. But after then, I didn't stay for long. She sort of told me to go. I don't know, she didn't give me reasons, but to me, I think it's because of the previous events of
Didn't she talk about maybe you paying for that phone? Maybe she was going to deduct your salary?
She didn't. I don't know why. But
and what were your roles there?
My roles were to pick calls when the customers call, to take orders, and when the stock come in, I do stock taking for her, and also dispatch the orders and make sure they reach and receive the payments too. Then in the evening, sent the records to her and send the money to her.
So she later on fired you without explaining to you anything?
Explanation, but to me, I think it's because of the phone, and it was an iPhone. And then later on, I'm like, why was I using an iPhone in workplace? But it happened. But I'm grateful for the period I was there because I learned a lot. The skills I got there is what I'm using now, and it's really helping me, especially in communication and on how to handle clients. I'm able to handle clients in a more professional way than a casual way because she taught me that. Yeah.
You know, I just have to appreciate you because there are people who just look at the negative side. Like for you, you've gone through that one, losing the phone.
Yeah.
But you focus mostly on the skills that she made you get from that company. And though I feel sorry for you for losing that phone, but in Nairobi, who doesn't know that we lose phones?
And
in Nairobi, lazima ukaribishwe.
Because I picked the last call of a client on my way to town from Harlingen. And then I put it on my bag, as I usually do, and forgot about it. Then when reaching home, it's not there. Hey, I was so tensed. I have never had such a long day, a long night. I didn't sleep even.
So after losing that job, what happened next?
Now after losing job, I was about 6 months pregnant. So I just decided to stay and not look for another work because I was almost due. And then, most people don't employ people who are almost due. I don't know why. It rarely happens.
Because they know you'll just work for a few months, and then you go for maternity leave. Exactly. And they'll have to pay you.
Yeah, so I didn't. I said, let me stay, let me just relax, give birth, and then I'll look way forward from there.
And we just live in a society whereby I don't even know how to describe these people, because there are some friends who are telling me that where they work, 90% of the employees are men, simply because when a man goes for paternity leave, I think they go for around, is it 1 week or two?
They are given 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. But when a woman goes, they go for 3 months.
Yes.
So they see that as a very big disadvantage.
They see that as a disadvantage because, for the 3 months they have to pay you. And they also have to pay someone who will fill your gap if the employees are not so many in that company. So that for them, they don't want to accumulate a lot of expenses. But I'm glad because we are in a society where women are being empowered right now. Women are looking for alternative ways to earn money. It doesn't necessarily need to be employment. We are just in a society where women empowerment is just at its peak. And I vote for that so much. Now it's 3 months before I gave birth. I'm here depending on my husband, literally almost everything. And let's say everything, because I don't have a source of income. The baby is here. The baby also has come with some more needs. So, and we are channeling on just one person. So we stayed. It was all good, but in some way I could see my husband feeling overwhelmed. And then again, I'm not this person who just comes to tell you what I need. I am expecting you as my spouse or as my friend or as my mother or someone close to me to identify my need. Without me necessarily having you to tell you, Sina, I need some money for this,
Asking for every single coin from somebody is not an easy thing.
It's tiresome,
So how did you then start the company?
No,
I know it was very tough for you being a mother for the first time, and then you are working before you got a kid, and now here the kid comes, more responsibilities, and now you don't have a job. So where did the idea come from?
No, the idea went like this. I just told my friend my situation, and I told her, I want to start a business. Because I don't feel like looking for a job for what I studied. I just want to start a business and I don't know what. Now she connected me to another friend who is already in business.
Did you tell her about the business you wanted to start, or you just told her that you wanted to start a business?
Yeah. So she connected me to a friend who already had started a business and is more conversant with business world.
Which business?
She is in cloth industry. So I approached this friend and I tell her I want to start a business. How does it go? She asked me, what is your passion? What do you love? And I was like, I love fashion. I like seeing people looking good, especially women, dressed so well and all that. She told me, okay, but now my challenge by that time is I didn't have capital. So if I found something to do, that meant also that I needed to borrow some cash.
To borrow from somebody?
Yeah, from somebody.
Not sure who?
Yes, not sure who. So by then, my mom I think she wanted to buy my baby milk or something. She sent me 2,000. And I was not sure what I wanted to start, but whoever was referred to me now, she's my mentor. She was selling bags at a wholesale price.
And wait, did you ever tell your mother maybe what you're going through?
No, I didn't tell her. I am more of an introverted person.
Wow.
And then again for me, my mom, I didn't want to put so much.
A mother will always be worried about, my daughter.
Exactly, yeah. And they will want to give you options, early options. And for me, by that time, I didn't see the need to, because I also understood my husband, the point of view. The money that we had was not so much. Pay rent, little was remaining, So, I didn't tell her anything. She never even knew. So when she sent me the 2,000.
But you are stressed, right?
By then, very.
So how do you handle stress?
I handle stress by, I'm introverted kinda. If you're not my so close friend, you'll not know anything that I'm going through. But if you are, you will know. So I used to just close myself into a room and cry. Maybe listen to music and watch a movie. Just to make time go. Yeah. That's mostly how I handle stress.
So you are telling us how you went to a friend of yours who sells bags.
Now the one that I was referred to, my mentor now. So she had these bags. I don't know if you ever met them. The bags that are written queen, princess, king, those ones. So she had them in wholesale, and she was selling how many pieces by then? I think minimum of 10 pieces. And a piece will go for 300 bob.
300 a piece?
Yes. So
she gives you 10 at 300
each? Yes, 300 each.
So that is 3,000?
Yes. But no, she was giving at 6 pieces. So because I remember I paid 1,800 to a till number. So I started with those 6 pieces. Post them online. It didn't move fast as I anticipated. So I posted online. My friends could come to visit me, say hi to my child. I tell them I have this kind of bags. I sold the first batch, but after 1 month to finish 6 bags. Now when they were done,
6 pieces?
Yes.
You sold them for a whole month?
In fact, a month and a half.
And wait, did you ever tell your husband about the idea? Maybe I want to start this, I want to do this?
I didn't have that. I didn't explain to him because I just wanted to start something, just to put in the effort myself from the ground. So, but when the bags were there, I explained to him, I told him, I got these bags, I want to start with these bags. We see how things will go.
So he was very okay with that?
He was very okay with that. In fact, maybe he was asking himself all that long, she just looks for something, we help each other, So I took another batch, this time round for 2,000 and something.
Bags.
Because I'd gotten profit. Came again, it is taking time, they're not moving. I sat down and said, Light, you said you love fashion. Can you think of where you can get pieces? Then I sat down again and I said, why don't I just go to Gikomba and do a survey, walk around, see what is being sold there, how are things done. Just one morning, I left my daughter with my friend and I went to Gikomba. Went round. I saw bags, I saw shoes, and then I came to this section where pajamas are sold. And it struck me, this can be something if I do it right. So just the same day, in Gikomba, this is what happens. When a supplier opens a bill, there's someone who opens the bale and picks first camera. Almost nearly all pieces. So whatever they don't want, they throw. For us who are not
they
able
just
to,
throw away.
Not away, just there at the setup where they open the bale.
Get it.
So for us, we are standing just there outside. So when they throw, we pick. We see if it is okay, because now that one is not first camera. It's
so whatever
something they don't
picking
like.
So whatever they are picking is what you call camera.
Yes.
Wow.
The one newly.
And then do you have to book? For you to get those camera clothes, do you have to book?
Exactly. But now that I have asked you to build a reputation with the
Good
suppliers. With the suppliers. So you have to start from picking there. You can't go the first day and tell a supplier, I want you to open for me a bale. She has seen you the first time. She doesn't know whether you're capable of opening that bale, because the price for first camera is high than the pieces that are down. So I did that. I picked pieces that very day. And then I went home. I didn't even spend 1,500. It was less.
Less than 1,500?
Yes, less than.
And you had several pieces with you?
Yeah, inclusive of fare, that is.
Wow.
So I went home, ironed, and posted. And you know what? I know God works. God works.
So how did you do it? Like, did you put them on and then you told somebody else to take you photos?
No, I just ironed them and I took a plain surface, and took photos of them just the way they are. By then, I didn't even know how to take good photos. I didn't know how to present them well, but I just did. Then posted them. Then now my friend who introduced me to the other friend of mine now saw them, and she asked me, let's send me. She bought the first pieces.
Wow, you have such a supportive friend.
Yes, she bought them, and then she told me, send me those pictures. And you know what? For her, she has a greater platform, because she has started working in a business a long way before me, and she posted them there. And she has a client base where women are many, and what I sell is for women. That's how I got my clients, my first client, her being the first one. She went ahead and wore the piece, took a photo, and posted it on a wall, you know. And that's how I started getting traffic.
They're very rare friends.
It's very rare.
Very rare.
Very rare. And I really thank God for her. You know, when you give way for someone to do something, if you spot a potential in someone, support it from a heart. From
without expecting anything in return.
Nothing in return. Supporting that person. Even God sees that and fuels yours. Just out. Yani, your business will just come up. You won't even notice what you did. But because you helped someone else and they whispered something to God, your business starts speaking. Your business starts speaking. And for her, she's a big brand right now, and I'm so proud of her.
Wow.
Very proud of her. So that's how I got my clients. My first clients. I didn't sell all pieces, but I saw that this is a good business.
So with less than 1,500 shillings, how much did you get as your profit?
You know, different people have different profit margin. And by that time, I didn't have a big profit margin. I just wanted to start. And I got double. So by the time I was going back again, I had 3,000. So I went and picked more pieces. Again, she buys, she posts them.
And how do you guys set the prices? Because at times, you might go to buy something, you are told this goes for 1,500, and then somebody else goes and the person is told this goes for maybe 500 shillings. The same thing. And then there is another habit whereby business people, utapita mahali unawasikia wakisema kumi. You go there thinking that thing is being sold at 10 shillings.
Bob.
Yeah. And then, because personally I've gone through the same, I went because they were announcing 10 bob, 10 bob, 10 bob. Going there, I gave them 10 bob and then they are telling me, Madam, nimesema ni 10 mara sita. So tell us, how do you set your prices?
No, for me, I do it online. And when setting prices, first different people have different margin profits. But factors mostly we factor in is your transport to the market, your time, and again the work going in, ironing, taking photos. You have to factor in those factors, and then again the buying price. So I advise people, don't put so much. You rather put some, reasonable amount and sell those.
Rather
pieces.
have many customers.
Yes, and rather have many customers for a long time than just put a huge margin and put customers off.
Very true.
Now for your case of kumi, I've also encountered that. Meapo, they say mia so, kumbe they mean 200. It's not 100 bob. You go give 100 bob and they tell you nimesema mia na so. That happens mostly with hawkers in town. It's not, I haven't seen that in
They
online.
say ni lugha ya biashara.
Hiyo ni lugha ya biashara. 15, 15 bob, 15, 15, and it's 30. You go there, give 15 bob. It just, and it's lugha ya biashara, and I find it entertaining in some way. But I think now people are getting used to that language, especially from hawkers.
I'm just happy with the way you had patience. I have a friend of mine who told me, Bito nilianza kuuza mahindi ya kuchoma. Nikasimama kwa jua nikachoma mahindi 5. And then hakuna mwenye anakuja kununua. Ati nilikula yote na nikazima hiyo moto. But for you started with bags. They didn't move so well. But later on that did not even stop you from going ahead and continuing with the business. So I would wish that you speak to our fans, our viewers, about the attributes that a good business person should possess.
Yes. Now, just as you say, when you start a business, some people do have high expectations, some have minimum expectation, and some have none. It depends with what drove you to start that business. As for me, I love fashion, just like that. So if you start something because someone else is doing that, you will fail terribly, because you don't know how much work is put in there, how much, the journey. You don't understand how the journey began. So for you to be a good entrepreneur, you need to know your passion first. What is this that you like? Because I'm telling you, passion fuels. It keeps you moving. Even when you don't feel like waking up, you will wake up, because that's your passion. You just feel nice doing it. No one is forcing you. It's coming out of you naturally. So identify first what you want to do. Once you identify, do a market research. But now, when you have done that, even just identifying and doing market research requires you to be patient. You have to be patient with yourself, be gentle on yourself as well, and know that it won't just pick. You have to persist. You have to be patient and patient and patient. If you could say, if it's a drug given out, say 1 times 3, I'll say patience will be given 1 times, maybe 1,000,000 times, because that's the greatest virtue an entrepreneur should have, patience. Now, having patience, assuming now you're into that business, you need to be persistent. You have not sold all the pieces. You don't have to wait for all the pieces to sell so that you go for another stock. You know, once you renew stock, people see, wow, this person is serious. And she's getting, you know, also as you learn by the way. And when you learn, you even get more, you get good taste, you get more good things. And you move from place to place. Because for me, I moved from picking now pieces to being opened a bell by the supplier, now becoming the one.
Now the supplier recognizes
recognizes me and sees a potential. I don't know, if this person opens this bell, she'll be able to raise this certain amount, because mostly when they open for you, they want to return the money that they bought the bell with and some profit. Now the other ones, just profits. Kidogo, not so much, but they must have collected everything from you taking the camera pieces. So you must be willing to learn. You learn through the process. But again, it's very important for anyone who wants to start something, in this case maybe a business, to have a mentor. Because having a mentor means you will be speaking with someone who already has an experience. In case you face a challenge here, you will go to them and they will speak.
Maybe they've already gone through the challenge and they know what you need to do.
What you mean. I remember there was a time I could take pictures and they tell me, kidogo hiyo picha.
Poor photography.
Hiyo hapana. Improve. Find another background. You know, she kept me on toes. She kept me checking on me. So also having a mentor means you must be willing to be rebuked in a right way. You must
accept criticism.
Yes, positive criticism. You must also be willing to have a learning spirit, because they will teach you and you must take it in a positive way, not ile unaambiwanga kitu na mtu and then you think huyu mbona ananibeba hii, unakasirika, unasema mbona ananidegrade hivi.
You just want to be praised.
Mbona ananidegrade hivi, unaona. So must be willing to learn, persistent, patient and consistent. You must, especially for online, you must be consistent. You post, you do marketing every day. It's not an easy work. You know, people think those people that sell online have very easy work. We have a lot of work, because before you see those products, we have done a lot of work. When you see them, for us, we have to market in various platforms for us to get our customers.
Very true.
So it's work. You must be willing to put in the work as well. It's hard. It takes hard work. And even waking up early in the morning, then you just have to have that discipline, because it's a passion driving. Yeah.
And for those people maybe who would wish to start a business, maybe they don't even know what factors to put into consideration before starting the business. Could you kindly tell them?
Now, factors you have to put in is you have to do a market research. What is doing well in the market? What are people likely to buy so much? Having known your passion now, how do people in the field do it? How do they set prices, you know? So you have to study the market. First you have to know what you want, then study the market, and of course have some capital. And I tell people, if you don't have so much capital, you start with what you want. I only started with 1,500 and I'm not where I was then. So start with what you have. You know, when you just start, things fail. You will not even believe. But when you sit on the idea, then what do you expect to happen?
So you only need to start.
You only need to start. Identify, do research, start. And things will pick for you. You don't have to start huge. You start somewhere. So once you start, things will go.
And someone might have an excuse that maybe I'm a mother, I have a small kid, I can't start a business. How was it for you? Having a small baby, yet you are starting a business, you have to wake up very early in the morning and go to Gikomba.
I had to sacrifice a lot, because remember this at this time, I don't have a house help. So sometimes I used to have my brother with me. So sometimes I could leave the baby with him, but alert my neighbor because she was just at home, my good friend. And alert her, I've gone to the market, but I've left my baby with my brother. Please, when she wakes up, go attend to her. So because I was not able to have a nanny at then, so I had to look for ways. If you want something, excuses won't be part of you. You will find ways for you. It's challenging because for me, I remember the first time I went to the market, my breasts were burning because of milk. And then again, I'm being cold. My daughter is crying.
Your daughter is crying
endlessly. I'm there seated in the matatu. I'm wondering, when will it feel? When will I get home? Yani, I'm just worried, confused, milk all over my dress. That whole situation, it is not a very good, very fancy experience. But I knew I want to do something. I want something. I must go for it. And I had to sacrifice a lot, including telling my neighbor to watch over my baby and to feed her for me. So I could go and just be quick a little and come back. Even when she cries, just, it was, I felt bad, but I couldn't help it. But I worked hard to be there for her on time as well.
So right now, as we are talking, could you kindly tell us how much, like, just give us approximately, like, how much do you earn? Like, how much do you get?
It's okay. For business, there are very high moments and there are very extremely low moments.
And you have to be ready for that.
Yeah, you have to be ready for that because, and it also calls for discipline, because if you start a business, you have to, the money that you invest in, you have to have just money so that when that things are very down,
like you have to set a certain amount aside.
Yes, so that when things are very down, you can pick and do it without really struggling. Because if you don't, because me personally, I've made mistake. My journey has not been
very
kuna time
smooth.
Nimejipata bila capital, and I've been selling, but now I don't have capital, because I didn't have proper finance management. You have to separate your business money from your normal money. You have to give your business time to learn how it performs. So for maybe 3 months to see, so that you'll be able to know how much can I earn, how much can I spend on my own things from the profit, how much do I take back to the business. So it takes time. I'm still learning on the same, but I'm doing better.
Learning is a process, I understand.
Learning is a process.
So what is your target market and why?
I have different target markets for different products. For pajamas, I mostly target women, because for women, women identify the need in the family. So if it's for the husband, they will buy for them. It's for children, obviously they will buy. So for pajamas, mostly my main target is women. I recently introduced tops, fancy tops and crop tops, but now my target market for those are the campus students. And I have friends who study in campus, so I brought them in to share with me, and I formed a group whereby they can join. So whenever I get a new stock, they get from me. However, I know there are women who necessarily are not in campus but love such tops. So still I do post on my platforms. So I have different, for swimsuits, I sell them for older women. So mostly my main target are women. Women, yeah.
So where would you advise someone maybe who wishes to invest? Where would you advise them to invest? Maybe someone has very little capital and is stranded on what to start.
Now you can just start small. Just identify something. It doesn't matter where you start, even if it means selling cups, the plastic cups for students going to school outside your gate. Do it. You're not doing it to please anyone. It's your journey, and your journey is very different from someone else. Start with something that it can, for business it's risking, so I can't advise start this. You must be willing to take the risk, but be wise while doing the same.
You must be ready to take risks.
Yeah,
calculated risks, not just risks.
For business, risk is a big word. You must be willing to take risk.
So what are some of the common mistakes maybe the young entrepreneurs do?
I feel most the mistake young entrepreneurs do is doing or starting a business because someone else is in that business. That's a major mistake we do, and that boils down to identify what your passion is. Again, another mistake that we do is we don't have the patience. We just expect things to peak, and we don't concentrate on one thing until it peaks. We move from one thing to another until your customers can't identify you with something. As for me, they know me for pajamas. They clearly know. When you mention light, they know huyo ni yule anauzanga tu pajamas. So I specialize in one thing first until it peaks, it has a ground, and then maybe you can diversify. Yeah, those are the two big mistakes I think we do.
So what would you advise the people who still depend on other people?
Let's say for women first. Me, I highly advocate for women. As a woman, have something to do. Go out, do something. Because nearly also your spouse needs some boost, And also it feels good when a woman has something of their own. You can get yourself something. Financial freedom for a woman is very important. Don't sit down. Don't wait for, if you choose that path, well and good. But I'll highly recommend for a woman to have something of their own. Pursue that dream. We are more than just being mothers. We are more than just being wives. We are more than just being sisters. There is you as a person. Do you as a person and see you at the top as a person.
Thank you so much for showing up, and thank you for being an inspiration to our viewers. May you continue impacting other people's lives.
You're welcome, and I'm so grateful for the platform you've given me to share my story. I hope people get inspired by it, and we keep doing us.
And give them your, market yourself.
I have a Facebook page. It's called Light the Brand. For Light is LYTE. Instagram is Light the Brand as well, Closet. Light the Brand Closet. Those are my two main handles. Yes.
Okay. We've had a very interactive session with the CEO of Light the Brand, Madam Light Chepkemboi. Guys, we'll continue bringing you guests from all over the world to talk to you about different topics. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've been your host, Beatrice Kageha. Bye-bye.